Hello, everyone. I am here with Anamarta, my teacher, and we're here to talk to you about Tai Chi and Qigong and a very special event that we have coming up here in Cyprus. Anamarta is an advanced Tai Chi instructor from the Tai Chi Union of Great Britain, and she's also the creator of the Kuan Yin Qigong, which I have the pleasure to also be an instructor, and I have studied under Anamarta. And yeah.
Let me present Valentina. Hello, I'm Anamarta. I'm very honored being here with Valentina, who is the most advanced and commit student. Well, for me, you are more a sister, as you know, teaching the Kuan Yin Qigong in Cyprus, also in other retreats. I've been running and internationally. So we actually team up for this teacher training at Tai Chi Qigong teacher training in Cyprus in November, Aphrodite Land. I can't wait because it's going to be my first time, in which Valentina will be teaching the Kuan Yin Qigong and I'm going to be teaching the Tai Chi and self-defense for women.
Yes. So Anamarta, for those new that maybe have never heard of Tai Chi and Qigong, tell us a little bit about what Tai Chi Qigong is and what is the difference between the two.
Okay, great question. So they are martial arts, but there's a distinction between them. Qigong is an internal martial art, which we focus on our well-being, our health, our rooting and grounding. A standing meditation, if you want. I usually say to people, imagine, if you have an acupuncture or shiatsu treatment, but you're doing it for yourself because we activate the points and meridians. That also happened with the Tai Chi. Although the Tai Chi is a fighting martial art. So each movement comes from a fight. I share it the way I learn it. It has a meditation in motion, so we can do these movements in slow motion, but they are indeed fighting movements, and this is why I bring the self-defense aspect, because if you understand the movement, you learn the form more quickly. Also, I found a really important key of the feminine empowerment, the Tao. The Tao is the way of feminine empowerment. I'm being dedicate my life to. But the main difference is that. Now, one thing I like to bring the awareness is Qigong is also, it's the grandmother, if you want, it's more ancient. It starts by people observing animals so long time ago, and then come the Tai Chi. We can do although Qigong without Tai Chi because everyone can focus on their health and on the grounding. But we don't do Tai Chi without Qigong because we always need that base. We always need warm up. So if people say, oh, I do Tai Chi, not Qigong, that's tofu, okay? You need that warm up. I'll give the example also. Imagine, okay, a ballerina, a dancer, performer, the stage will be her Tai Chi. But the ballerina doesn't go into the stage without doing all the bar work, all the drill work, all the plie work. Like a boxer will not go into a ring without do all the work. But if you want to keep yourself fit, you can take ballet class or boxing or kickboxing class. So that's the difference of these martial arts.
Great. And how many years have you been practicing and teaching this? And how has it changed your life?
Well, it totally changed my life. I started a long time ago. Now we are into 2024, so 17 years is being a journey. Well, 17, 18 years. I started very slowly. Qigong, I grasped it quite quickly because also I have a background in movement and so on. But Tai Chi took me a good while to grasp it, and it's why I love it so much. Because it was something that didn't come naturally to me. But so my first 6 months, I had a really intense training. Very luckily, my main teacher, also that life partner, Chris Devenort, is a Taoist master, a living master. I was lucky to learn everything at the same time when it comes to the Taoist art. So I learned the martial arts, Qigong Tai Chi. I also learned the meditations, the art of bedchamber, the sexual practice art. We're talking about sexual energy beyond sex, the powerful energy of creation and empowerment, and the healing aspect with root, actually, pre-Taoist shamanic healing. So with the Tai Chi, because I was not very good at it, It took me a while, and I always thought I was not learning anything, actually, until one day I was with Chris in India, and we had an incident. We were attacked in the mountains in the Himalayas by two men. One went for him, the other went for me, and was a man that was double size in height and weight. And I just move him with, actually, not moving, I paralyze his arm, which is a movement actually, go back, we do it in Tai Chi. And if he didn't run away, I had broken his arm. And that obviously was an instinct reaction because until today, I don't know if this took a few seconds or a few moments, a few minutes, was something very strong. And then my reaction was looking at Chris and see what's going on. And Chris was there, standing, looking at me very serene. And I'm like, okay, what happened here? And that for me really, as a martial art, it was very, so the person who went to him flew away immediately. And the person come to me also lost interest because could have broken his arm. After that, I started to learn properly martial arts because I'm actually very, pacifist, peace and love, always above all. But the very interesting thing is when you know how to defend yourself, that boosts a lot of confidence in a lot of levels of your being. And obviously, martial art is like Chris standing. You're very conscious that you can hurt a person or actually even kill a very skilled martial artist. So they are always the last people who actually picking up a fight or get even involved. But getting, things out of the way, that's the Tai Chi. Things come to you and you let him go, or you know how to defend yourself. I found that even the way I moved my body after my martial arts training is different. It's with confidence, it's with grace, with ground. And then in a more spiritual aspect, this is for me my highest meditation, because as you move, we move in spirals like our DNA, this vortex, you deeply connect with earth and heaven, the yin and the yang. And I found rooted, I am, and that comes from the Qigong, my Tai Chi becomes so much more powerful and my connection with the divine. So the benefits are actually in all levels. And of course, everyone will take it there, has their Tao, has their way, because some people maybe are more really focused on, okay, that balance, that flexibility, that sharpness of mind. Yes, indeed, sharp your mind, but also lights your spirit. So as I put it in a nutshell, the benefits, because I know that question is coming, that the motto we created for this retreat is to strengthen your body, sharpen your mind, and light your spirit.
Yes, beautiful. And that's what I love also about it. It's really works on so many different levels, not just our physical fitness, but also calming the mind, releasing stress, and learning how to also manage our emotional state, which is what I find is one of the benefits that my students also keep mentioning in the feedback. So we have this amazing training coming up in Cyprus in November. It's a full 7-day immersion, 20 to 27th of November in 2024. So maybe tell us, who is this training for?
All women. You don't have to have, okay, if you have some experience, great. If you don't have any experience, great. It's all women who really want to focus on their health. As you already mentioned, let me just anchor that: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual health, and also feminine empowerment, because I have this motto, goddess to martial arts, actually in history, and the priestess from our lineage, 8 priestess, and so on. If you go to mythology, we have done it all. The martial arts was part of our healing and meditation. So any woman also is a treat. If you're seeing this in Europe, getting some sunshine in the end of November when everything is dark and cold is amazing. We are very near, actually, Aphrodite Land, but I'll let you talk more about it. Aphrodite birthplace, Aphrodite Land is all Cyprus, right? But any woman who wants to dedicate this time to herself, who wants to invest in her health, in her well-being, and to live really centered in her empowerment. Of course, a lot of alignments in your posture, a lot of fitness come with it too, but it's beyond that. So no experience is necessary. We are there to immerse ourselves. We learn still in a traditional way, learning, repeating, learning, repeating. You're going to be sharing the Qigong. I'm going to be sharing the Tai Chi form, the self-defense, and other aspects that come to the Tai Chi. For example, Tai Chi walk is also seen as a perspective of medical Qigong. So it's a really a journey that we're going to be always supporting each other as we always do. So it's also a great opportunity to make new friends and really live and experience sisterhood.
Yes, and I love what you said, living, being centered in your power. I think that really sums it up. So thank you so much, and come and join us. We're going to be in a beautiful place in Paphos in Cyprus, very near the Aphrodite birthplace, according to mythology, as well as different temples that are around. And we will have the opportunity to explore that as well. It's going to be nice and warm in that time in Cyprus, and we look forward to seeing you there to practice together and really have that time for ourselves to remember and connect with our power.
Great. Thank you. Thank you so much, Valentina. Thank you. And join us. I think it's going to be amazing. And I can't wait. So thank you so much.
Thank you.